Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fun space combat stream. Yay! So let's see. Last we left off, I believe we had just gotten our hands on. Just got transferred to Star Slayer Squadron and flying the heavy fighter of this generation. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's see, continue. And I was down here in this corner. And trying to load a game. Am I dumb? Why is my mouse going everywhere? Why is it not letting me load game? Continue. Oh, geez, seriously? I have to click on the head? Yes. Yes, awaken Wing 1. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. I swear stuff sometimes makes zero sense to me. Anyway, if I remember correctly, we've arrived in the Dakota system. Why is it playing an ad again? I don't even. Gimbal system. Dakota's the next system. So we're in the gimbal system. Okay. I know where we are. Cool. Well, let's see what old Shot Glass has to tell us about stuff and things. Hey there, Maverick. Welcome to the gimbal system. Vacation spot of the Empire of Kilra. Oh, that does not sound great. Gimbals' habitable world is one huge forest. Kilrathi nobles and officers come here to hunt with their bare claws. I hear they bring human POWs here and turn them loose in the woods. Just so those hairy brutes can get their kicks by hunting them down. Man, I'll be glad when we kick those flea bags out of the sector. Oh, that doesn't sound great. I make a comment about how that sounds like it's illegal, but I feel like the Space Kitties don't care about our sense of laws. Nice, man, what's up? Let me give you a tip, kid. Never rush a Jalthi head on. A Jalthi carries 6 front-mounted laser cannons. First shot takes out your shields. Next will blow through the cockpit into the reactor. Solid advice. Jalthis are no joke. Ah, bonjour, Captain. I've been reviewing our data on Kilrathi starfighters. Our information indicates that in all cases, their side armor is weaker than that to the front or rear. One more reason not to play chicken with Jalthi. Indeed, monsieur. The best attack line would be from the flanks. I mean, I wouldn't play chicken with a 6-shooter either, for that matter. I wouldn't play chicken with the guns in general. That just sounds like a bad idea. could you imagine just staring down the barrel of, you know, not 1, but 2, 3, 4, 6 guns? That would be pretty bad. Most I've ever stared down was 4. As for what do I mean by that, I probably can't talk about that on Twitch, but let's just say I've lived and leave it at that. Still alive to tell you about it. Oh, that Bloom Flame is some powerful stuff. Alright, let's go and mission, shall we? Mission briefing Gimmel system. Oh, 30 hours. Oh, it's not 28 after midnight this time. That's good. Alright, boys and girls, listen up. Gimmel's been occupied by the Kirathi for some time. Claw is not the first Terran ship to arrive. We've got a handful of battleships already in the system. Most of these ships are currently under attack by the Kilrathi, so we'll be dispatching fighters to help in their defense. Colonel quickly assigns the wings. Yours is the 6th assigned. Maverick, you'll Ling Zeta Wing to assist an Exeter-class destroyer. Angel will fly on your wing. Here's the scenario. The Exeter is currently at Nav 1. Her skipper reports at least 3 Kilrathi fighters in the area. You'll head straight for the Exeter and help in her defense. When the Kilrathi have been routed, come on back home. Any questions? Okay then, let's go burn those hairballs. Squadron dismissed. Let's go take a look at our brand new fighter. Well, I say brand new, I mean, you know. Let's go look at what the Raptor looks like. Oh, baby. I don't even have time to get comfy. One down. Down. 3 down. And Tiger's Claw is okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the Raptor. So we've got neutron guns. They only work up close, but they pack a punch. Spoiler warning, won't use them too often. Mass Driver, which is what we had in the last fighter. We've got, for missiles, we've got Heat Seekers. Speculum IR, that stands for image recognition. It's a better heat seeker, essentially. Pylum FF, stands for friend or foe. It will identify a target much like an image recognition missile, but that target could be either a friend or, well, it's possible it can come back on you. And a porcupine, which is a mine. Hi, sis! Can't you, though? Angel, I'm gonna want you on this one. One down. Oh, for f***'s sake. Well, This is the quickest way to redo a mission, by the way. Man, that ship did not last long. Doesn't that give you an option to... Oh, no, they... We're gonna try that again. This time without the oops. Where the f do you think you're going, little boy? You know what? Not important. Southie wants to run away like a little bitch. Fine. Holy shit, already? Why are my missiles not firing? That's actually a good question. How come my missiles didn't fire? Anyway, I guess we'll try this again. Jeez. I don't remember this mission being that much of a pain in the ass. There very much is a mission that is a pain in the ass, and when we get there, I will definitely point that out, but that should have fired my missiles. Why did it not? Well, you know, they say it's not a Genichiro stream without some tech support. Oh, wrong button. Okay. It's definitely the right button, I think. I have a thing that says what the controls are, if you give me a moment. Lock targeting computer. Enter would fire missiles, but shouldn't, I see. Okay, I misremember the controls. So this game is set to, at best, can deal with a joystick that has 1 or 2 buttons on it. Now I've mapped a whole bunch of things to other keys, and I thought that no, 1 is fire your guns, and I thought that 2 was blasters, but 2 actually, it by itself isn't blasters. It's afterburners. If you double click and hold keeps the afterburners going, and in order to fire a missile, you actually have to push both buttons at the same time, which is not what I thought it was. Ideally, I would want that to be just fire missile, so I'll remap that later for the sake of not turning this into tech support stream. I'll just make a mental note to push buttons at the same time. So, I guess mild annoyance. Did it die already? Holy shit, it did. Gods, I hate defense missions. How is that ship dead already? Yeah. Well, seriously, I don't remember this mission being this annoying. Can I like skip past this? Like I don't need to see it. phones out. Okay then. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? It's dead already? Holy shit, man. I wish there was a faster way for me to skip back, like. And Wing Commander 2, it gives you just a retry option. Yes. Anyway. Damn well, no, I'm saving after this. After the motherfucking Tiger's Claw. This guy's gonna have a Alright, let's try this again. And it blew up again. Angel, are you even trying? Dear. Good God Almighty. Dang, Angel, you see which way I'm firing, right? I've got an idea. Hi, Archangel. What's up? I'm being bad at video games right now. May or may not be related to how much blue flame I just pounded. Right, I got an idea. Aww. Chilling is awesome, and I bet you are cute and the cutest and the most adorable. Alright, I got a plan. Instead of autopiloting in, I'm gonna see if I can try and pick off those freaking... Oh, this will work. Okay, it did not work. That is my hair shit blew up again. Alright, that plan did not work. Alright. I'm gonna get this right. I swear I will. What? Stay still. Good job, Angel. Let me see if I can add one to the chalkboard, too. I should go back here. Ah! Shooting at my friends. Angel, you kill-stealing whore! Did you see that? Just missiles it right in front of me. What the hell? Oh, please tell me that... No! Why? Why is our ship only lasting like 30 seconds? I was like, get me out for this ride, man. The next mission is an attack mission, so it's not gonna be 20 variants of, and This can happen with the defense move. Like, anything that's defensive in nature can be a pain in the butt. Stay still, let me shoot you. Bugged out. Alright. Let's give this another go. Let me switch to damage recognition missiles. I don't know if that's gonna help or not. Holy shit. I don't even care the Angel got most of the kills. I'm just glad to be out of this. Okay, so we're down. Holy shit balls, man. That Exeter needs to be able to take more hits. Mission debriefing at 1:30 hours. I just got word from the skipper to the shore, Maverick. Well done. Those Jalthi are the best of Kriath you have. They are pretty tough, sir, but we got the job done. Actually, Monka, no. The Confederate Raptor has only a 34% chance against the Jalthi. All the more reason to be proud of yourselves, Captain Devereaux. Well, let's review the mission report. You took out 3 Kirathi, Maverick, while Angel got 2. Be in my office in an hour, Maverick. That's all then. Ooh. Colonel Halcyon's office, 60. Okay. Blair, come in. I need to speak with you. Yes, sir? I've been speaking with Sector Command. Brass have been reviewing your record, and I have good news. The order came in this morning. I've been authorized to promote you. Congratulations, Major Blair. Keep up the good work. Yay, I'm a major now. Thank you, sir. I'll do my best. Good. I'm glad to hear it. That's all then, Major. Dismissed. Yay! Save, 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 save. Save this campaign. Yes. Seriously, I don't remember that mission being that much of a pain in the ass. Hey, wait. Let's talk to Shot Glass. Hey, Maverick. How's it going? You heard about those new rapiers? Everybody's talking about them. I'm not so sure about them, though. I flew just about my whole career in scimitars and raptors. Liked the raptor best, even though she didn't handle too good. She sure was fast when she got her going, though. Sounds about right. I'm looking forward to seeing one of these new rapiers. They say she's got tougher shields than anything in the fleet. She must be just about invulnerable. I ain't about there, mate. She may have God's own shields, but she's armored like a light fighter. If they knock down the shields, she's no tougher than a hornet. Wow, I never thought about that. No shit. Like, shields of the gods ain't gonna protect, are great, but... Maverick, mate, have you heard the news? The Claw's getting the prototype rapier to test fly. I've been looking over the specs on her. She's tagged a light fighter, but she's better armed than a scimitar. There's a pair of laser cannons for distance work, and a set of neutron guns for dirty infighting. Where am I on the chalkboard anyway? I'm still at the bottom? I mean, I'm above Maniac, but ouch. I'll get there eventually. Anyway, still in the gimbal system. Got my Raptor ribbon now. So that's always cool. Alright, let's see what this mission's about. I should brief from gimbal system. 0130 hours. Jeez, we're gonna be noticing a trend here. And the last patrol will be Omicron Wing. That'll be Maverick and Angel. Right, sir. It's a simple 3-point patrol route. Let's take a look at your flight plan. Computer, display Omicron. Just fly by each nav point, watching for signs of enemy activity. There's a field what looks like asteroids around nav 1, so watch yourselves in that area. Now, there's just one more thing about this mission I need to mention. We've just got a pair of prototype starfighters, Rapier class. The brass wants to know how the Rapier performs in action, so I want you to put her through the paces. Good job, Maverick, you lucky bloke. Let me know how she feels. Now, I don't want you going nuts out there, Maverick. This is a hot piece of hardware, but it hasn't been tested under fire. No one really knows what you can do, or what you can't. I understand, sir. Don't try anything too fancy. Good. Now, if there aren't any questions, alright then, squadron dismissed. Of course we get to fly the prototype. I mean, come on, we're the hero character. Patrol is so much easier than not patrol. Oh boy, rocks. Well, let's fly through them. Literally, let's fly through them. Yeah. Rocks are boring. Oh boy, things to shoot at. What am I shooting at? Ah, Drouthy. Seems Alright, let's keep on keeping on. Oh boy, more things to shoot at. What am I shooting at? Ooh, Gratha. Those pups got some, Good job, Angel. You see me firing at a ship. Why would you fly in front of me? What the fuck, Angel? Go in and take the killing shot? And then complain about me shooting you. Ah, why are you shooting me? Why are you flying in front of me when I'm shooting at something? Ah, yeah. Anyway, let's go and land. Freaking KSing me constantly. What the hell, man? Legendary thing at 1:30 hours. Welcome back, Maverick. What'd you think of the rapier? She's quite a ship, sir. She slid through the asteroids at Nav 1 well enough, and she handled real well against the wing of Gratha near Nav 3. What'd you think, Devro?
I must agree with the Major, Mon Colonel. It is quite a vessel. I believe that it will prove more effective than even the Raptor, especially against the more nimble karate fighters.
Very well, then. I'll pass that along to Tactical. I've already reviewed your flight recorder's mission report. You scragged 3, Karathi Maverick. An Angel did into herself. And by did into herself, I mean she dealt the final blow on a couple of fighters that you done softened up for her. But hey, we only deal about the killing blows around here. That's what the chalkboard cares about. So I'm gonna say she gets 2, even though she technically only really got 1. No, I'm not upset about that. What makes you think I'm upset about that? What could possibly make you think I'd be upset about that? Did I? Okay. I was like, did I accidentally rename that? I sometimes fat figure my keys. Anyway. You hear what they're saying in Blue Devil Squadron? Word is, one of their boys ran into Dakath on patrol yesterday. You know Dakath, right? The Karathi ace that flies Dralfy? He's got 78 confirmed kills, counting fighters and capital ships. They say his name means Deathstroke in Kilrathi, because how he gets his jollies. He likes to shoot pilots who've ejected as they wait for a pickup. Well, that's kind of messed up, man. A lot of talk going around about this Dakath guy. Well, don't sweat that fuzzball too much. Case ran into Dakath a couple years ago near Plank Star. Dakath got his rep by shooting helpless men. But he's not so tough if you're still in your ship. Watch him when you're on his tail. He likes to burn out with his afterburners. Or he'll try to get behind you with a kick stop. So, Maverick, now that you've flown a rapier, you like it? You nod as you sip your drink. I read that we're getting the first rapier squadron on active duty. Colonel's already named the squadron Black Lion. I wonder who will be assigned to it. I wonder indeed. Cool, I've advanced. That's good. Hey, I got a ribbon for flying rapiers, so that's cool. Mission briefing, gimbal system. 1:30 hours again. Alright, boys and girls. We got several groups of bogies on the move. Either the Kilrathi are pulling out a gimbal, or they're gearing up to push us out. Either way, we gotta find out what they're up to. First up on the hit parade is what looks like a squadron of fighters. Maverick and Angel fly Tau Wing to check it out. Computer, display Tau. Nav 1 indicates their last confirmed position. We believe the bogies are Drouthy, and we estimate their present location here. If you think you can take them, go ahead and engage. We'll break off if the squadron turns out to be too big to handle. Remember, Maverick, I need information worse than I need heroes. Any questions then, Tau Wing?
I've heard that the Kilrathi Ace Dakhath is in this sector.
We believe he may be, so be careful. That calf is very dangerous. We need to know if he's here.
Yes, sir.
Right then, let's move along.
The colonel runs through the rest of the assignments, dispatching 4 more wings to check out other bogies.
All right then, squadron dismissed. I will try to take out Dakhath, which, spoiler warning, you're going to run into Dakhath. Anytime an ace is mentioned, you're going to run into said ace. Let's see, I didn't get Barak Starkiller, so let's see if I can... Nah, bitch. Nah. You're not getting away. Ah. Got him. Alright, let's make sure Angel doesn't die. And that is how we take down a squadron of flying pancakes, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't letting another ace escape me. I let one get away. 2? No. Whew. And that blue flame sure is some powerful stuff. How'd it go out there, Maverick?
Well enough, sir. There were Drouthy, 2 wings, 9 in all. Dakhath was leading the second wing.
Did you take him out?
I believe so, sir. His ship blew up at least.
Excellent. Good work, Major. I've got your numbers from the mission report. You killed 5, Kirathi Maverick. An Angel got 2. All right, then. Dismissed. Meanwhile, outside the Kirathi military installation, Brimstone system. As Terran starfighters gain a daring band of human saboteurs strikes a major Kirathi base. With the destruction of this installation, the Kirathi hold on the strategic Brimstone system is broken. You're making me read too fast, man. I can't do my narration if it goes too fast. One was easy missions I didn't need to save constantly. Now there's harder missions I probably should. Suck the shot glass. Hey, Maverick, glad to see you again. We jumped into the Dakota system, you know. It's basically an aggro colony, but they've had an outbreak of Watson's disease. The colonists here are a proud bunch, and they waited to call for help. That's bad news. Watsons can wipe out a whole city in just a few weeks. There's no cure yet, but the Confederation's sporting in a vaccine. Defense mission. Again. Hey, Maverick, I feel like griping about wingmen. Care to join in? Take Knight, for example. He flies like an old lady. No vision. And he couldn't find a target if his wingman's life depended on it. Which it usually does. Yeah, an Angel. Always studying, planning. Just fly, I say. Anybody on the call you don't mind flying with, Squirt? First off, let's watch the Squirt cracks. And second, of course there are a couple of pilots you don't mind flying with. You're not too bad, Hunter. Almost as good as me. And then there's Iceman. Ice is scary, man. I mean, I'm in this for the flying. He's in it for the killing, I think. Maniac. Come here, mate. Maniac's teaching me how to fly. Can you believe it? Someone better. You're dangerous, and not just to the Kirathi. I'm dangerous? I'm dangerous? This from the guy who goes to the afterburners that instantly smells a target. Well, at least I go after him. Some of you old guys don't always do that. I hate to admit it, mate, but you're right about some of the old guys. Knight, Paladin, some others, they must be cat lovers, pacifists. But don't knock me in with that lot, mate. The more kill raw blood I smell, the nastier I get. Good evening, Kurt Dog. What is up? Just playing some Wing Commander, trying to take out the evil space kitties, and trying to give voices to the characters. Oh, this is another defense mission. I know it is. I should probably save. This really is a great classic game. Like, the version that I'm playing is the Kirathi Saga version that was made for Windows 95. And I'm actually emulating a Windows 95 environment to play it in. Yeah, for some reason, you try to like play this on modern Windows, and it's frequently crashes, which drives me up a wall. So rather than deal with frequent crashing, I'd rather just run the operating system it's used to running in. Getting everything to work right was, ooh baby. You know, I grew up with the Super Nintendo version. Like, actually, for myself, when I was a little kid and I opened up my Super Nintendo back in, I want to say, I can't remember if it was Christmas of 90 or 91, probably 91, but like, the Wing Commander was one of the 2 games that my parents bought us for when we got our Super Nintendo. So like, this game has like hella nostalgia for me, because like Super Nintendo was like the first one first console that we had. I do like the DOS and the Kirathi Saga versions better, just because no censorship. Like, Hunter gets his cigar, Iceman gets his gun, you know. Not to mention, it's like the Super Nintendo version had like a lot of restrictions on it. Still open 30 hours. spreading across the fourth planet Fargo like wildfire. If we don't get a vaccine down there soon, the colony's history. Referring to Watson's disease. We've been ordered to provide primary cover for medical transports. Your job will be to cover the Draymans as they come and go. Gamma Wing will consist of Maverick and Knight. I'm counting on you two to come through. It's over to colonists down on Fargo. Computer, display Gamma. You'll proceed to the first Nav 1, escorting an outbound hospital ship. Your objective is to protect her from Kirathi until she makes her jump out. Once she's gone, go to Nav 2, where you'll rendezvous with another spore. Bring this Drayman back to the Tiger's Claw in one piece. She's the one carrying the vaccine for Fargo. Any questions?
No, sir. None here, Colonel.
They're good. That's all, gentlemen. Dismissed. Oh, I do not like the transmissions. So I'm using DOSBox X to emulate Windows 95. And then from there, I'm running the Kirathi Saga version of Wing Commanders 1, 2, and 3. Which was quite the trip to get working. Like I ran into two big problems. The first was getting sound to work, which I had to go in and basically play around with sound devices in order to tell, basically had to go in and manually say, no, use different outputs. And then for the joystick, I had problems. Oh, hello there. Good job, Knight. Now, we had problems with getting the sound device to work, and then I had problems with getting the gamepad to read correctly. I kept running into issues with my gamepad having like horrible drift. And it turns out there's a setting in DOSBox X that prevent that drift from happening, but I didn't know about it right away. Oh, god dang it. Alright, let's try this mission again. Yeah, I had issues with the massive joystick drift, and turns out there's a toggle for it in DOSBox X where if you adjust there's an option called timing where if you unset that, then it will eliminate the drift, at least for my particular setup. I found that DOSBox X is a little bit nicer than just regular DOSBox. Oh, thank you for the bits, Kurt Dog. Are you? Oh my goodness. How did the Drayman get blown up so quick? Grumble. Hey, no worries, Kurt Dog. Take care of yourself. And, you know, there'll always be another stream. Like, I plan on going through Wing Commanders 1, 2, and 3, and the expansions for 1 and 2, so... And it's gonna take me just a little bit to get through it all, so... There's plenty of opportunities to come in and... Yeah, Draymen are crap ships. Like, you just look at a Drayman and it explodes. Oh, trust me, they are not much better in Wing Commander 1. I mean, I feel like I got particularly unlucky there. Like, there's a non-zero chance that my wingman blew up the Drayman, because it went down really fast. So, I would not at all be surprised. You know, I never actually played Privateer. Like, I grew up playing, I grew up with 1 on the Super Nintendo, and just, like, 1, 2, and 3 are, like, what I'm used to. Got it. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm gonna do the same thing and let those shields regenerate. I might have to look into giving Privateer a shot then once I'm done with my Kirathi Saga playthrough. Like, I do love this series. Although I don't like how, I don't like how they killed off Blair and, Did the Drayman blow up already? Yeah, it did. That's the Drayman exploded sound. Ah, god dang it. Dragon! I swear, the second ship is easier to protect than this first ship is. The second ship, if I remember correctly, you can kind of like cheese it a little bit. If you don't autopilot in, you can like mop up the fighters before the Drayman jumps in. And it is so much easier that way. There is one mission, though, I absolutely will not try to actually pass in this game. And it is Kurosawa 2. If you know, you know. Like, Super Nintendo version of Kurosawa 2 is actually doable. Here, it's technically doable. I've done it exactly once, but holy shit. Alright, Drayman's doing a little bit better this time around, I think. Alright, let's see if we can wipe these Krants out before this poor Drayman gets blown out of the sky. No! No, the last crit blew up! Oh! Jeez, man! We try again. God dang. We're looking so good. Well, this is what it is. We'll give it another shot. Let him bug off. This mission. Okay, Drayman's looking way better this time around. All right, let's give her a go. I got hopes this time. Holy shit! We did it! We saved this Drayman! Oh, holy balls. Definitely do not want these shooting at a Drayman. Yeah, Jolty shooting at a Drayman is bad day for the Drayman. And I believe that is it for enemy ships have to deal with. Oh, thank the gods that is over. I took out the Jolty before the Drayman jumped in. Because if it went the other way around, forget it. Oh, man. Mission Ethan, it went 30 hours. Maverick, it's good to see you. Let's have your report. Yes, sir. Ran into bogeys at Nav 1, but we took care of them. The Drayman's on her way to her destination. I see, Maverick. What about the inbound Drayman? She should be in formation now, sir. That's true. And that vaccine will save thousands down in Fargo.
That's what matters, Colonel.
I reviewed your flight recorder's report for your mission, Maverick. You shot down 8, Maverick, and didn't take any out. I'll need your written report concerning the transports by 0800, Major. Dismissed.
Hangar deck, 1700 hours.
For meritorious conduct, confront to carry out the enemy in the Dakota system on or about 2654.129. The Terran Confederation is proud to present the Silver Star to Major Blair. Hey, I got a Silver Star. Anyway, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's the same. It's name the star, name the location. And that's all that's different. Alright, let's save real quick. Alright, I'm going to take just a brief bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Don't go away. And we are back. And for the sake of, let's be sure. That mission was fun. With a capital F. With a capital F-U, if you know what I mean.
Maverick, you're big news lately. Heard you had to take out some Krantz last time out.
Yeah.
Glad to see you made it back in one piece. Those babies can be tough. But I hear the Jalthi is even tougher. One of those 6 shooters on her tail, you can kiss it goodbye. But I'll bet if you get low and behind a Jalthi, you'd toast it. She's got no rear visibility and big old bullseye exhausts. Bad design no matter how many guns she's got up front. Just jam a missile up those rear pipes and boom! No more kitty.
I mean, I only have so many missiles, but you're not wrong.
What's the scoreboard look like now?
Ooh, yeah, that advanced me up a bit. Ooh, I'm above Angel now. And just below Boss Man.
Let's talk to Spirit. Join me, Maverick. Night is poor company, and I feel the need to talk. I've been studying the history and progress of the war, and I see that things are going fairly well for us. To maintain our position, we must be ever diligent, ever alert. We must fight as if there were no tomorrow, for in truth, that is the case. Every day, the Karathi bring up more troops. They challenge us harder each time we fly. The very future of humanity rests with us, a heavy burden. But one we must bear, for if we don't, who will?
That's true.
Let's talk tonight. Hey, Maverick, have a seat. I've heard some talk lately that burns me up. Someone's saying I'm unsafe to fly with, and that I'm a cat lover. Well, I won't stand for that kind of slander. It's not true. I may not be as high-flying as Hunter, but I get the job done, in one piece. But hey, you're not the guy to complain to. After all, we've flown together now. You know you can count on me. It's just a matter of trust. Thanks for the shoulder, Maverick.
Yeah, Maniac's an asshole. That never changes throughout the whole rest of the series. Actually, that's not true. There's one moment. No spoilers. There's one moment where he's kind of sympathetic. How am I looking now? Got a silver star. I might get a gold. I hope I get a gold at one point. Mission briefing Dakota system. 130 hours. 10 minutes into debriefing. Which brings us to our patrol wings. Lambda Wing will fly 3-point patrol. Things have been quiet lately. Too quiet. The Karathi are definitely out there. Problem is, we don't know where. Your job will be to locate the enemy and report back to the Claw. Maverick, you and Knight will investigate. Maverick will lead the mission. Understood, Colonel. Your patrol will be as follows. Computer, display Lambda. As you can see, there's not much to go on. There's some debris near Nav Run. Could be rocks, could be mines. Stay alert. The jump point at Nav 2 seems to be clear. As does Nav 3. Make the rounds and return for your report. Unless you have questions, that's all. Are we clear to engage any targets with sight, Colonel? Definitely. Use your judgment, though. I don't want to lose any more pilots. Squadron dismissed. Though I'm going to kick all the ass, because that's how I operate. Sometimes it is worth it to use the neutrons, but for the most part, I will generally stick with the mass driver on Flying Raptor. Krantz. That's alright, Knight. I think I got this one. Oh, hello there. That is a Rolari. And now it's the green cloud. And away we go. Ah, you gotta love surprise capital shit. Ah, right. And bring it on home. Listen to breathing, no 130 hours. Welcome back, gentlemen. What's the situation? There was a welcoming committee among the rocks at Nav 1, but they aren't going home. We spotted a Rolari-class destroyer at Nav 2. She and her escorts gave us some trouble, but we took her out in the end. Excellent, Major. That's the kind of report I like to hear. Let's go over the flight recorded data. You got now, Maverick, and Knight struck out. Again, good job on destroying that Rolari. Dismissed. Anchor deck 700 hours. Which star? No, another silver star. And how's my kill count looking? Ooh, man, third place now. Here we go. They're just past Paladin. So I got the Iceman and Hunter to go. Cool. Let's talk to old shot glass. Hey, Maverick. How about a cool drink and a tall tale? Word is we're pulling out soon. Hopefully it's for Kurosawa system. There's some Kirathi colonies to beat up on when we get there. Also, I heard that one of the Kirathi aces is flying around these parts. Go ask Paladin. I think he's tangled with him before. Take care of yourself, Maverick. Oh boy. Well now, lad. It's good to see you again. Have a seat and tilt the glass. I hear old shot glass rumbling on about one of the Kilrathi aces. Last I heard, laddie, the only one ace around these parts was Baktosh Red Claw. 'Twas back a few years when I had a tussle with him. He's one of them nobles, so it said. Now most Kilrathi look at humans as animals. He thinks that we're not even that high or mighty. Anyhow, lad, I was serving on a cruiser when he led a Jalthi attack on our ship. Easily the deadliest aim that Kilra's got to offer. He took out 4 of me mates before we knew what had hit us. Keep an eye out for him, lad. He's a tough warrior. Let's see what Bossman has to say.
Ah, Maverick, join our party. We have done well to this point. I believe you have played a major part. However, should we falter now, I fear that we will be pushed back to our colonies. You have no idea how much that holds true. But that is not likely. You, myself, all of us can affect that outcome. Think about that when next you fly. It will guide your actions.
Good advice, boss man. Good advice. Alright, let's see what this mission's about. Push your breathing Dakota system, 130 hours. No time to waste, people, so let's get to it. C-Wing reports Kilrathi supply convoy moving into our attack range. We can't pass up a target like this, so Epsilon Wing's gonna take it out. Maverick, you will lead night on this one. You boys think you can pull it off?
No problem, sir.
There's something you don't know yet, Maverick. I spotted us a place to kill Kilrathi Ace, Baktosh Redclaw, within the convoy. He's a Kilrathi nobleman, and one of the deadliest shots in the entire Kilrathi Navy. Here's the scenario for this one. You'll first intercept the Dorkir class tanker, jump point near Nav 1. Lower to bits and proceed to Nav 2. At that point, you should sight at least one Kilrathi troop transport. Those transports are your main objective, and probably the best defended. You are to engage and destroy all Kilrathi transports. No survivors. You watch yourself with Redclaw, but concentrate your fire on the sports. You launch 3 minutes. Dismissed. So giving the Kilrathi a black eye is definitely one of my favorites, and I love me some strike missions. Oh, damn. Knight, why did you... How did you... Man, that's a bummer. Well, it's okay. Night will come back. Probably should keep an eye on that. And oh hey, another troop transport. That is how we fuck some face around here. Although, man, rest in peace, Knight. Sorry, buddy. I didn't think you'd get blown up that, like, literally, he died so fast. Like, he was there and then he was gone. Mission debriefing over in 30 hours. Good landing, Maverick. How'd things go out there? The tanker's been nailed, sir. She went up in a flash. Good job. How'd you fare against troop carriers? We took out the first transport without too much problem. The second one was tougher, but we got her too. I know you can do it, Maverick. That's damn good work. According to the log, you shot down Backtosh Redclaw. My congratulations. Going to your flight recorder, you wasted 12 of the fuzzballs, Maverick. And Knight didn't get any kills. Knight got wasted on this trip. Major, stop by my office after your shift. Dismissed. We are gathered here to pay our last respects. And one of the Terran Confederation's boldest defenders, Sadly, we must now say goodbye to Captain Joseph Kamalo. Despite the pressures of the war we fight, Captain Kamalo was always unaffected by the madness around him. He remained an island of stability for us in the sea of insanity. Company, attention! Prepare arms! Don't worry, Knight. We'll finish your job for you. Fire! 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 I'm actually gonna do that and see if I can get my knight to survive. Like, I actually legit feel kinda... I don't want Knight to die. I don't want anyone to die. I mean, he died so fast. You know? Alright, Knight. Your job is, don't die this time, please. Alrighty. Well, Knight will survive just because I sent him back to base. I wasn't not gonna let him die again. Like, I feel really bad. He died so quickly the first time. And it's like... we all become kind of like a band of brothers in a sense. don't blow up that fighter, this one won't spawn. The next group won't spawn. So, you definitely want to do that. Dorker is about as well defended as a Dre man is, if not somehow worse. And this time, Knight gets to survive! Yay! Good landing, Maverick. How'd things go out there?
The tanker's been nailed, sir. She went up in a flash.
Good job.
How'd you fare against troop carriers? We took out the first transport without too much problem. The second one was tougher, but we got her too.
I knew it, you boys could do it. That's damn good work. According to the log, you shot down Backtosh Red Claw. My congratulations. According to your flight recorder, you wasted 12 with the fuzzballs, Maverick, and Knight didn't get any kills. Major, stop by my office after your shift. Dismissed. General Halcyon's office, 1650 Iron Arrows. Blair, come in. I need to speak with you.
Yes, sir?
We'll be leaving Dakota soon, and I need to make some personnel changes. Effective immediately following the jump, you'll be reassigned. I want you in one of the new Rapier class mediums in Black Lion Squadron.
Yes, sir! You won't be sorry!
Good. I'm glad to hear it. That's all then, Major. Dismissed. Hangar deck, 1700 hours. Which star am I getting? Ooh, Gold Star. Federation Division is proud to present the Gold Star to Major Blair. Courage exemplary, the Federation's finest defenders. Good job, Maverick. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Filled with pride, you meet the applause of your fellows. Meanwhile, after the Terran fleet has defeated Port Leland, Hurricane's planetary ascensions head off a last-ditch Kirathi assault. If I recall correctly, that was a reference to the water planet in the Port Headland system. It went by a little fast for me to narrate it, but basically, those for those who aren't in the know, those little cutscenes will play after every couple of systems. If you do well and you're on the victory track, you get to see the victory scene. If you do poorly and end up on the defeat track, you see how those go wrong. Thankfully, the way that this game works is it's kind of like a quote-unquote double elimination thing. If you end up on the defeat track, you get a chance at redemption before you end up on the losing track. If you end up in the Hell's Kitchen system, you're done. That's the defeat track. That is endgame. You lost. Let's see. And there's a reason why I mentioned that, and it'll be coming up in a moment. Let's talk shot glass.
Maverick, how's it going?
So here we are, in Kurosawa. The Kirathi call it Bark Ta, they say. The Empire is supposed to have several bases on and around the fourth planet, so I guess you boys will be seeing some serious action soon. Still, we're not the first Terran ship here. I heard the Kirathian system are already half beat. Well, that sounds boring. Talk to Maniac. Maverick, am I glad to see you? I'm going insane listening to Angel talk about fuel to acceleration ratios. Heard that we're about to raid some fuzzball bases. That'd be great. I haven't shot at anything in a week, and I'm starting to get restless.
Hello, Maverick. You have a moment, no? The Colonel has directed our crew chiefs to repair our rapiers for battle. I had hoped that we would have flown them more before now. C'est la vie. Should you get the chance, let me know how they fly. It is très important. Au revoir, Maverick.
Does anyone want to remind Angel that when we had the prototypes, we were the ones flying them? Anyone? No? Me? Okay. We flew in them already! Don't you remember? It wasn't that long ago! You were there! Got that out of my system. Oh man, I got gold star. That's awesome. Let's go. The Sharivan Kurosawa system, 0130 hours. Alright, boys and girls, let's get to work. First, I want to congratulate you all for your efforts at Dakota. Our successes there were crucial to recent developments in the war effort. The Kirathi advance has been halted, and now the Confederation is on the offensive. Now we're moving on to Kirathi bases in the Kurosawa system. These bases are vital to Kirathi command and communication in the sector. The Empire is currently trying to ferry troops and supplies to these bases in a frantic attempt to defend them. I'm sending my best pilots and my best fighters to head off these supplies. Commander assigned several wings led by Iceman, Hunter, and the other aces. Your assignment comes last. Theta is especially vital, so I'm sending you Maverick with Bossman as your wing. Computer, display Theta wing. We detected several Kirathi fighters circling 2 nearby jump points. One Dorkia-class transport has already jumped in here at Nav 1A. You'll intercept and destroy it, then move on to Nav 2, where another squadron of Kirathi fighters raids an incoming sport. When you've taken care of any sports that appear at Nav 2, return to the Tiger's Claw via Nav 1B, in case there are any late arrivals. Questions?
Yes, Colonel.
Do we have any intelligence regarding the contents of the sports? Nothing definite, Major, but that first Dorkier is especially well guarded. It must be something or someone the hairballs don't want to lose. If that's all the questions, then let's get into space. Squadron dismissed. Let's freaking go. This thing's so important. Why are you sending Ralphie out to defend it? Alrighty. I think that was all the Drouthy that were over there. Yeah, it was. Oh, hello there. I done crashed the game. Oops. Well, it's a good thing I saved 2 missions, I guess. Let's try not to hurt the game this time, I guess. Okay, doesn't say none this time. That's a good sign. I guess that was just a freak incident or something. And done. This mission is basically the last mission I did, but with extra steps. The extra steps is doubling back on an F point. below 7 hours. Welcome back, Major. Let's have your report.
Yes, sir. We nailed the door gear at Nav 1A. We got another support at Nav 2. We took out one more at Nav 1B on the way back in.
We determined that first door gear was a command staff ship, Maverick. Blasting that one should cripple a chain of command. Good job. I've read the flat log of your engagements, Major. You took out 11 of the fuzzballs, Maverick, and Boss Man struck out. I'll go over your report in detail later. That's all. Dismissed. Yay! Now on to this mission. This mission is infamous. I'll tell you why in a moment. Let's talk to Shot Glass.
Take a load off, Maverick. I've got good news. We just got a report from the siege force over at Kurosawa 4. The CSS Suffolk just torched a Kirathi communication station. That should keep those Kirathi jerks in the dark for a while. I'll let you know if I hear anything else. See you, Maverick. How am I doing on the scoreboard?
Number 1 in the hood, G.
Let's talk to Spirit. Konnichiwa, Maverick-san. Do you have a time to share? I am inspired by the reports of our successes. We are doing well. Still, I am sure that there are many battles left to be fought. The Kirathi will not be vanquished until they are beaten on their own territory. Beware a desperate enemy, Maverick. They will stop at nothing to defeat you. Until we meet again. Good day, Maverick. Heard you're flying a rapier these days. Is it really as quick as everyone says? I've got to see it in action. I just got back from a patrol out near Kurosawa 4. That was a nightmare. Me and Lightning were jumped by a couple of wings of Gratha. We managed to take out 5 of them before they got Lightning. Oh, poor Lightning. If we had those rapiers, I bet that we'd never have taken a hit. They're good ships. You're lucky to get to fly one out. The ships alone are different than the man that flies them. It's like, it's one thing to like have a good ship, it's another thing to fly it well. About to add a medal to that. Mission hangar, let's go. Kurosawa system, 007 hours. Okay, boys and girls, we got a big one. Less than 4 hours ago, we received a code blue transmission. Seems our boys captured a Relari-class destroyer at the Port Headland system. Sector Command wants us to use this ship in our siege here at Kurosawa. I've given my assurances that we'll bring her in intact. I'm sending a winged rendezvous with the Relari and escort it to the Claw. Bossman and Maverick, this one's yours. Maverick will fly lead. Understood, Colonel. Here's the scenario. Computer, display Omicron. The Relari entered the system at jump point near Nav 1. There's an asteroid belt along the way. Keep your eyes peeled for trouble. Once you've arrived at the rendezvous point, you'll escort the destroyer back here. On one other note, our sensors show a Kirathi force approaching at high speed. They must have got sent to prevent us from getting the Relari. Expect a tough fight. That's all, gentlemen. Dismissed. This mission is infamous in its difficulty. Like, you see me like eat it tonight, just trying to protect Draymond. So let me tell you a little bit about this mission and what you're going to be encountering. There's some Southie out in the asteroid belt. They're nukeable, whatever. Now, what's tricky? Hey, Kappa. I'm just going over how this is the most infamous mission in all of Wing Commander. And I do mean in all of Wing Commander. So, Kurosawa 2 is the most difficult mission in all of the game. In all the franchise, as far as I know. There's some Southie light fighters over in the asteroid belt. Those are nukeable. When you get to the Relari, there's 4 Gratha firing down on the thing. Unlike the other fighters that you encounter in this game, the Gratha have mass drivers that they just will shoot repeatedly. And they are going to be on that Relari like white on rice. They will destroy that Relari very quickly. While this mission is doable, it is
almost impossible. Have I cleared this mission before? Yes. However, it took well over 50 attempts. So, don't expect to see me do it here. Supposedly the reason for that is the devs made this mission particularly hard because they didn't want somebody to just go through and blast the game that quickly. So they added this really tough mission that will force you onto the losing track. Because if you miss this mission, you end up on the losing track. It doesn't matter how the rest of the missions in the Kurosawa system go. If you fail this mission, you end up on the losing track. Or end up on the... Yeah, you end up on the losing track. That's not the defeat track. That's different. But you end up on the losing track. Now, you can... If you get through the system after that, you'll be back on the victory track. Essentially, it adds one... This mission is designed to add one more system to the game. Now, I will try to get through this mission. But I'm not gonna, like, repeat it a million times just to try and get through it. I don't want to torture y'all like that. I can't in good faith do that to y'all. And I won't. But don't expect this to be a success. What I like to do with this mission is I like to... It is a little unfair. But there is a perk. You get one free eject in the game. I say free in that the kernel doesn't give you complete garbage over it if you do it. I like to use this mission as my quote-unquote free eject. So, I get a medal out of it, essentially. So, it's not, like, complete garbage, and honestly, it's like, this game's enjoyable enough that I don't mind getting, like, stuck in an extra system. Where do you think you're going? Alrighty. Here goes nothing. Again, I do not expect to pass this mission. I'm gonna, like, use it as an eject. Exactly, like, this mission is, again, it is infamous in its difficulty. It is possible. I've done it before, but it's difficult to do. I'm gonna take a couple of these assholes out with me, essentially. And they run off because they succeeded in what they needed to do, which just pissed me off. So, you can eject in order to avoid dying. Like, if your fighter is about to get shot down, you can eject in order to survive. Now, the caveat with that is you fail the mission if you do that. The reason why I say there's a quote-unquote free one is... Oh no, my ship crashed into their fighter, and that's definitely what happened, even though I'm invincible. The reason why I say you get a free one, there's actually a dialogue scene coming up that'll explain that. Colonel Halcyon's office, 1650 hours. Blair, come in. I need to speak with you. Yes, sir? You're about to receive a Golden Sun for ejecting and surviving, but you only get one of those per career. After that, ejecting just wasted Confederation starfighters. I understand, Colonel. I'll keep it in mind. That's all then, Major. Dismissed. So, you eject the first time, you get a medal. You eject after that, and the Colonel will just yell at you. Which is not great. For bravely sacrificing his vessel, endangering his life. In combat with the Karath, the enemy, and the Kurosawa system, on or about 2654.136. The Terran Confederation is proud to present the Golden Sun to Major Blair. Your devotion to Confederation honors all humanity. Good job, Maverick. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Filled with pride, you meet the applause of your fellows. Yeah. So, you will almost always fail Kurosawa 2, which will cause you to fail the system. Basically, each mission has like a set number of victory points, and you need to get a certain amount to advance on the victory track. It is impossible to advance on the victory track if you fail Kurosawa 2. And you're going to fail, odds are you're going to fail Kurosawa 2. Again, the devs intended that. It's just to make the game last a little longer. And I'm not going to punish myself and everyone else by trying to attempt it until I get it. It's not going to happen. The bar is great, isn't it? Anyway, gave the kitties a black eye and number 1. Right? Alright, let me save real quick. Once these missions start getting harder, it's like save every time. So yeah, I got the Golden Sun now. And I almost have all the ribbons. There's one more ribbon, and I think the threshold is to get 100 kills to get it. And then you'll have a full set of ribbons. I'll have all the medals. -1. Which is pretty cool. But I honestly don't mind that Kurosawa 2 is impossible. Just because, yeah, I like this game enough, I don't mind the extra stay. The funny part is infamous as Kurosawa 2 is in the original version of the game, and this version is a faithful recreation of it. In the Super Nintendo version of this game, Kurosawa 2 is piss easy. Which is kind of hilarious. And it has to do with how the ships are balanced in the Super Nintendo version. In the original version, the Grathas are meant to be some badass ships. Like, they overcorrected indeed. I mean, I feel like it's less about the overcorrecting and more just the limitations of the Super Nintendo. It's like they couldn't put nearly as much detail as they did in the Super Nintendo version as they did the DOS version. They did a hell of a lot, but it's not a perfect recreation. Like, essentially, all the ships, the enemy ships in this game, they each have the same shot types that you have. In the Super Nintendo version, all the enemy ships all have the same shot type. So, whereas the Southie, the Krantz, and the Drouthies, they all have the laser bolt. The Grathas have a 4-shooter of a pair of mass drivers and a pair of lasers, which is why they took out the Rolari so quickly. And the Jouthies have a pair of neutron guns and 2 pairs of laser bolts. In the Super Nintendo version, it's all laser. The enemies are all laser bolt. They have the same number of guns. Actually, no, I take that back. Only the Jalthi has the same number of guns in the Super Nintendo version. The Grathas only have only has one pair of blasters, which is why you can actually do Kurosawa 2 in the Super Nintendo version. Also, the Jalthis in the Super Nintendo version are just green Southies, whereas in this version they're not. Right? So that's a little history of how this game is set up. And so, if you manage to pass Kurosawa 2, then the next system would be the Venice system, which is the final system for the game, or for Wing Commander 1. There might be. Something worth Googling, I suppose. Let me take a quick Google break. Or maybe not. Oops. Well, if there is a difference, then I don't see it. Their video about the difference, I don't see it. I mean, fine. Well, I mean, I happen to know a lot about it just because I like this game so much. So, to my knowledge, there are 4 versions of Wing Commander 1. There's the original DOS version. There is the version I'm playing, which is the Kirathi Saga version. It's essentially the DOS version, but with enhanced sound, essentially. Because it's not MIDI sound, it's unlike the DOS version, which is restricted to MIDI. There's the Super Nintendo port, which is the one that I actually grew up with. And then there's a reskin that was made for, I believe, I want to say it was made for the 3DO. Let me double check that real quick. it was PlayStation. Hold on. Okay, I was right. It was 3DO. So it was yeah, so there was a version of Wing Commander called Super Wing Commander that was released for the 3DO and Macintosh. Yeah, it was 3DO. The graphics were overhauled. The Karathi actually looked like the original version that what's his name? That Chris Roberts had envisioned. So throughout Wing Commanders 1, 2, and 3, the Karathi have fur, essentially. Chris Roberts, the original vision of the Karathi was that they would be hairless cats, essentially. That's the version that's in the 3DO remake of Super Wing Commander. That's also the version in the really bad Wing Commander movie featuring Freddie Prinze Jr. and I forget who else. Not important. The movie sucks. Don't watch it. I would love to see a modern remake of this game. I really would. But, probably not too likely. This is essentially the studio that made this was acquired by EA, which should say a lot right there. Acquired by Electronic Arts. Well, that's a death knell. Are you ever going to see anything come back? No. No, you're not. Because EA. So, yeah, that's probably not happening. Which is unfortunate. I would be thrilled to see a modern remake of this game. I really would. I just, realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. Because, again, EA games. If Origin Systems still existed as it did back in the 90s, when these games were new, then yeah, that would be a real possibility. But here and now, no, I don't think so. Anyway, that's going to be it for me tonight. But no worries. We'll be back to finish off the Kurosawa system, and good chance we'll finish off Wing Commander 1 when I come back to this tomorrow night. Alright. So, let's see who is on for me to raid out to. Oh, sweet. Shinon is still going, so we're going to go ahead and raid out Shinon. And I will be back at it tomorrow for hopefully the end of Wing Commander 1. But don't worry, we're not going to be done with Wing Commander 1 yet, because it has 2 expansions that I'm going to play through. And honestly, I feel like I enjoyed the expansions more than I enjoyed the original game. Why is that? Well, I'll get into that soon enough. Ain't that something? The chain of raids, it's unending. Hey, wait. Have a good night, Kappa. Have a good night, everybody else. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out, and we'll be back tomorrow night. Until then, see you next time, and we'll send you all off the shin'em. Bye-bye.